So, chat, I showed y'all trading futures the other day. Today I'm showing y'all trading options. It's a little more complicated and nuanced with when to get in and get out of the trade, but as of right now we have a perfect setup for me because we're pushing below to this level right here, which I could get out right at around here. This would be a good level to get out, but what I'm actually going to do is I want to see what happens to the volume when it gets closer to this level. So we're looking at this like 48 level right here, and we're basically going to be looking to see what happens to the volume. Does it slow down here? Does it bounce? What does it do? So I'm gonna go to the ticks. I'm gonna zoom in on the ticks because right now, like, my contract value is up 26%, which I'm actually recording on my phone so y'all can see. Oh, they about to piss me off, bro. I'm trying to record this shit. Alright, chat. Hold on. Okay. So I'm recording it on my phone so y'all can see me manage to trade. You know, which actually, let me record it with the volume or with my mic on. Bro, this shit about to piss me off. I'm trying to do this. Media and mic. Okay, so you guys should be able to hear me. Y'all should be able to hear me on the phone. So what we're looking at right now, we're managing this trade. It's up 39%, right? I'm looking at it, managing it on the chart. Like I said, we're looking at what happened at this level, right? So there is a big gap between the level I got in at, right? And right now, I just want to see the volume, how it behaves in this area. So we're going to look at the 1 minute chart. As of right now, I think the trade is up 60%. So we're looking at it cross this level. It's fine that it bounces right here. We don't want it to bounce too much, right? Because we are in the green on it. I'm giving a little wiggle room to possibly come back text this like 40 area. I don't really want to see it like, I don't want to see it hang around there too much, but I also want to give it enough room to breathe because we are hitting some pretty big areas. So it just went all the way down to this 04 level. We don't want to see it get above the 6-7 level. Even if it did, I'm still going to be in the green, but we're giving it a little room to like pull back and test this level because that was a pretty big volume impulse. So we got to let it breathe, which I'm going to do. I'm going to just be hands off, let it breathe, because we should get another push below here possibly. The high of this was 707.75, the low was 707.04. So with that being said, if we were to get one more push down, it should give us at least another 70 cents, possibly 70 cents below here if it doesn't reverse, which at least will make it out with a little green, which I'm not really trying to focus on the money, I'm trying to focus on the process. So as you can see, there is this huge support down here, and I'm gonna let this play out. You feel me? I'm not gonna be antsy. I'm gonna let it play out, and that should take us to about, I want to draw another line, 70 cent below here. Hold on, let me do the math calculator, which I really shouldn't be doing all this. Truly, I should have already done this, but I'm just kind of going off of my instinct and reading the chart quick. But 707.04, okay, 707.04 minus 70 would be about, wait, hold on. Okay, so we're seeing it get like a little pushback, which that's fine within this range. We ideally want to see it get pushed back down, which honestly we have enough volume to show that it should get pushed down. And if we measure this at the high of this was 708.15, the low was 707. So this could possibly push below another dollar, which would take us close to this support level. So I'm gonna let it play out, and we're gonna let the volume do what it do. And if this volume is a good indicator of the next move, we should get a pretty big push, and possibly, hell, it could possibly push below this too, but we ain't gonna worry about that. We just want to see what happens with the volume and the price as we get closer to this support level right here. So that's all I'm gonna focus on, and then we'll evaluate once it starts getting around here, 706.90, and then there, yo, what's that? All right. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens there. Not really worried about the dollar amount, more so worried about the volume. The volume is good. Okay, we entered in a pretty good spot. We don't have too much time. Honestly, we don't really have too much time for real. We're just gonna let it do what it do. This level is a pretty important like support, so it might hang around here. I don't really want to see it hang around there. I really want to see the volume like continue, the momentum continue. But I'm not gonna rush it. You feel me? You don't know how long these things are gonna take, but we do want to see an aggressive push with the volume below this level. So I have it on the tick chart. All right,
Hell yeah, bro.
amount of trades. So I would really like to see it come cut through here. So this is 707.70. So this should take us another like 70 cents below. That would be very nice if we could get. That would take us about 707 to about 706.30 in this range. So I'm gonna draw another line around like here, 706.34. Let's put it. So this is gonna be the next level we're watching for. When the price gets there, if it gets more aggressive, it'll push below. If not, it is what it is. I don't really care what happens. I just know that at that level, I'm gonna be evaluating if I should get out. I ain't really worried about all the ins and outs. I don't give a fuck about like the ins and outs of the shit. Like, word to king. WTGN, bro, get you some rest, brethren, please. So yeah, right now we're just gonna let it do what it do. It looks like it's making an H pattern, right? I actually want to hear the traders in Top Step what they're looking at right now, because you know those some experts. So this is actually the future traders, but the charts are connected. All right, yes, I got locked out, bitch. Yes, bitch, I got locked out. They're not even trading right now. Fuck y'all niggas. That's supposed to help me. Okay, but nah. So really, if we see break out of this pattern, I don't want to stay in anymore. You know, but like I said, I'm gonna let it breathe because the volume is pushing this down overly heavy, and if it does what it looks like it could do and make that bigger push to this next level, that's gonna bring in a lot of more percentage gain. Which the options is so tricky, right? Because it's like 2 hours left in the day, so like it's real tricky with what's going on right now with the areas that's at. So it's going to touch that level right there. Let's see what it does. And even if it doesn't get past that, I'm still gonna stay in it because overall it's meeting all of my indicators to stay in the trade. And it really could come back and retest this level up here. It could do a lot of different things. I ain't really worried about that. I'm gonna just let it sit because this is a break. So I do feel like 8. So from here to here, this indicates it could be like $1.50 to $2 push below, which I'm gonna stay in for that. So that would take us to about 706.50, which that's the level that I'm looking for. I'm gonna stay determined. I'm gonna stay adamant on seeing the trade through that entire measurement, because if that takes us about here, then who knows, we could get another leg down, which it looks like we might be getting that right about now. So like I said, once it crosses below, I'm gonna actually draw another line right there so y'all can kind of see visually. That's gonna be our area of like, if it comes back and retests that, we don't really want to see it. We're gonna look and see what it does down there, right? But we don't know how long this is gonna take. Let me charge my phone. Oh my god, see, what are you doing? See, charge the phone. Child, I'm about to be out here at the doctor's office with no battery. So right now, like I said, we're not worried about the money. We're not worried about the percentage. It ain't about the numbers. But seriously, like, it's not. What's good? 269 Young, what's good? Which honestly, chat, I don't want y'all on the screen respectfully while I'm trading because I can't split my focus. This is more important, and then I could explain the rest of it to y'all after. So that is the volume push that I was looking for right there. Like I said, I want an aggressive volume push. That is some volume right there, right? We want to see it aggressively push below this level and see how much momentum is behind it, pushing possibly to that next level. Like I said, this measurement should take us to about 6.0, which I need to get 6.03, 4 possibly.
We just cooked.
So yeah, we want to see it get below here. We don't really want to see it come above this level anymore now that we retested it. Ideally, we want to see it get a little bit more aggressive and some volume behind it. We're not really, we gotta see though. Gotta let it just play out, which I would definitely say like my trading futures has helped me be more patient with like letting things play out and not being so antsy. But like that is a pretty decent volume push right there, but like it's a little tricky because at the same time if it recovers from this, then we want to get out, you know. So like right now I have it on my phone, so when I show y'all the video, y'all could kind of see the charts on the phone. Y'all can see the charts on the phone, and then I'd be able to like explain to y'all what my thought process was. But right now we kind of want to see it play out. You know, I don't have my indicators on the charts right now, which I don't really like that. Um,
Ooh, my shoulder.
so right
Got bad
now,
shoulders.
as of right now, this is up 50%, which like I said, I'm not really concerned about the percentage because I feel like, or not feel, just off of like me reading the charts. Um, hold on. Just off of me
Yeah.
reading the charts, it shows that we could have another leg down. I don't really want to see it cross above this 485 level. If it does, I'm gonna just close it and take like the 40-50% gain, because based off of the volume we have, it's showing that we could get like another leg down, and the longer it hangs above this level, the lower odds. Like this could be a what's it called? We just gotta kind of let it play out. You know, it's kind of hard to be patient with the time, because the longer this trade goes, the market's about to close. So the more it goes against me, the less I'm gonna make. But it's with the options versus stocks and stuff, you have to measure that time factor, because that's the exact thing that could make you more money. But you kind of have to like balance it a little bit, because okay, see, like that right there, like that little push right there, I don't really like that. I'm not really jacking that because the time. But at the same time though, at the same time, like we don't really want to see it cross over this 6-2 level. So it's like I'm cool with it coming back to retest because this was a support, right? But we really want to see it reject off of this support. And if it is able to cross over and hold, then it's like we get out. So really, if I'm keeping it a buck, I really should have like taken the gain down here. Now, obviously, if it cross over the 6-7, we're out. But I'm giving it room to test the support because, like I said, there is still a big gap between here, and then possibly the next support. And if there is enough selling volume, it could accelerate very quickly to those next support levels. So it's like it's doing what we would expect it to do around this level. Now, if it, like I said, if it crosses this 6-7 level, I mean, it's just an easy call to get out, and I'll make out with like plus 20% or like plus 30% or something. So I think kind of the level that it's at now is still worth like giving it some legs and room to move around, because this is an area that has like a lot of congestion. This is an area that, you know, it's a lot of dispute in this area right here. It's a very strong area. So right now what we're looking to see is like, okay, is there enough volume to reverse this? You know, on the 5 minute, like there might be, it might reverse around. Like I'm probably about to close this right now. Unless it's like a push down and we get like some volume spike rejection to the downside, I'm probably gonna close it. So I'm really losing patience with seeing this through, because the longer it hangs up here, the more odds it can break out. So I'm probably about to close it and just make my little 40% or whatever. Unless it rejects here and then gives us a continuation of this pattern. Which we gonna just see. We gonna let it do what it do. So yeah, we want to really see it come break below this 3-4 level. We don't really want to keep seeing it hang above this. Yeah, like that. I'm probably about to close it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna close it because it's. I'm closing it. I'm confirming. I don't know how much I made. It looks like I made 20%. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, I made 23%. Okay, cool. So I just took my account from 50. Now here's my thing, chat. If I were to reevaluate that, if I were to go back and retrade it, I would so clearly get out down here. I think I was up like 70%, but I was really trying to honor the trade that I was looking at. But in hindsight, when I look back here, once it kind of crossed below this level, I should have just got out, because there wasn't enough volume to sustain that push below there. Like it just wasn't. it wasn't like, I think probably about once it was able to cross here and then hold above, I should have just closed it and just took the gains. But like we're still up on it though. We're still up, and now you could paper trade multiple times in a day. You say gotta love crypto. Oh, this isn't crypto. This is stock options. So yeah, if I were to reevaluate, like I said, I was green. I was up on the trade, so I was in a position to make that decision. But I should just took my 50%, my 70%. It was a nice momentum trade, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to trade, like options versus like it looks like, and it's funny because it looks like it's returning back to the same. The trade is kind of working out, now that I got out, because that was a big reject. So I just didn't want to see it all the way through up to there. But this could be another indicator that we could get in. We could like dip our toes back in the water here a little bit and be able to like hop back in, but I ain't gonna just jump on it like that. But it looks like the move that I was waiting for kind of just played out. But with options, you gotta just go ahead and take your gains while you're there. And that's one thing I have to adjust from futures, because when I'm trading futures, I got more time. So look, literally the trade is like working out. And I'm not just gonna hop in here because this isn't the most ideal spot. Maybe if it like pulls back to another level, like literally chat, the move I was waiting for it to come back around, that's what's happening. So I would need to see it like, I would need to like be able to get in maybe like right here at this 3.8, or like here at this 5.6 level, or like I would need to get in like close to a support or like a pullback or something, which I might risk it for the biscuit and do it just to like demonstrate you could hop in and out of trades. Okay, so it's pulling back, right? I like this setup for a push below. Possibly, I would love it to pull back a little more. I'm gonna mark it in on this. Sitting on the couch, definitely. No, y'all get tight about this. I don't know why y'all men get upset when somebody. So they're saying I'm gonna get a good faith violation if I make this trade. How? So they're saying I have to let it settle the next day. How does that make sense? I'm gonna keep it 100. I know. You run it. You can run. I ain't chasing nobody. What I do. Ooh. Wow, chat. Okay, so I just saw that if I were to buy and sell this in the same day, they're gonna give me a good faith violation on my account. So I guess they let us make multiple trades in the same day on our account, but if you use funds that aren't settled, then they're gonna penalize you. So I can't even get back into the trade because I used that amount already. So, well, I gotta wait. I gotta wait till tomorrow because I used my account balance for the trade. But hey, we cannot lose. We're up 20% on the account. And I told you I'm gonna trade this account from $50 to whatever amount. Now this really sucks because I know this is a good trade, and like I was already in this trade, but I think I made the right decision getting out right here, before it kind of launched up even more. But it is kind of like returning back to where it was, and it's gonna complete this move and like break below here and to the other level. Now what I could do, which I'm not going to, I could just add more money to my account and then make the trade, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. But I really could though. I really could. But I see that's what I have to do. If I want to make an extra trade, I gotta add extra money to the account. Which this is the emotional part of the trading because fuck. Gotta take the screen recording off. This is the emotional part of trading because it's like now I can't. I already got out the trade. My trade was working out. It was a good trade. It was a good setup. I got out early. Now I'm kind of on the sidelines, you know. But hey, this should be a motivator to get the account size up and make good decisions. So hey, you can't be mad being plus $10 on an account. You feel what I'm saying? It started at 50, or I think maybe it was like 55. So I'm plus 10. Should have got out. You know what I should have did was I should have gotten out on this first push below, which that's just kind of like I said, me having to like adjust the trading system depending on the style of trading that I'm doing. Um, because like I'm saying, when I'm trading futures, like I have more wiggle room. But yeah, this I ain't gonna lie, chat. It do hurt a little bit. It do hurt a little bit seeing that contract go up to $80. It's probably gonna hit 100. I mean, the exact trade that I gave y'all, it was a perfect fucking setup. Like it was literally a perfect setup. You know, it was perfect. Perfect setup. It's working out exactly like I said. It's gonna go test this level down here. You feel me? Um, Perfect setup. You know, one thing it gave me confidence that I'm not washed, you know, when it comes to the options. Now I could have got out at a better exit, but like, I mean, my trade's green, nigga. My trade's green. It worked out. I read the chart perfectly. Like I said, bro, I told niggas, I said, bro, now that I done did options and futures and I refined my trading style with futures, like, y'all better watch out for option C. Y'all better watch out for C trading options with a refined process is over, game. Fuck, I should have took the good faith violation. Fuck y'all niggas, I should have stayed in here. I should have stayed in. I should have stayed in it. This is beautiful. This is working out beautifully, if I do say so myself. I love it. Ticks. This is beautiful. Beautiful trade, beautiful setup. Like I said, this is working out exactly like I was saying. Um, I was just trying to be disciplined and take my money because what you don't want to do is be all the way green in the trade and then go negative, you know, and go red. That's gonna really fuck with your emotions for real. So part of me developing as a trader is just taking my money when I see it. And I have to remember I'm in a small account. I should have took that 70% up off the rip. So I'm plus 20% or 25% versus plus 70% in a small account is a big difference. You feel me? Like I was very close to doubling the money off of just like one move in the trade. But this definitely does make me confident to come back tomorrow and be able to be very precise because the number one thing is not how much I made, but it was my precision and my execution. And my read on the chart was absolutely impeccable. So I'm gonna just walk away with my W, and I'm gonna keep showing y'all the progress of like building up this account from like a small amount of money. You feel me? And show y'all that if you have the right skill set, if you have the right mentality system, you can have a small amount of money and be able to flip it. Chat, I'm trying to flip this account to $1,000. But niggas talk about I've already done it before, chat. I flipped an account from $10 to 1,000. You feel me? Like it's not impossible. It's very difficult because you have to manage your money, and it comes with doing little shit like I just did, where I'm thinking about the big picture instead of like um thinking like very small surface level. So um I'm proud of myself, and like I said, tomorrow we gonna see when we come back tomorrow what we on, you know, like what type of trades and setup we could get. But I think the biggest thing was just like having the right mentality, like having my mind be clear and having a clear set goal of like what I was trying to do in the trade, which was get a good setup and get a good entry. So I ain't even gonna look at the charts for the rest of the day because it's gonna make me emotional. I'm gonna be overly thinking about it and get in my head, and I need to just be appreciative and grateful for making a good trade and being able to find a good setup. Because if I could keep finding good setups like that, there's no cap on the amount of money. If I can stay disciplined, there's no cap on the amount of money that I make, and that's what's most important, not how much I make on each individual trade. You know, so I'm trying to show y'all good habits and the more evolved version of myself as the trader, so that anybody that does want to learn from me can see good habits. You know, but I'm also still gonna be honest. You know, cause like I already got locked out my trading account on the futures today. So I was like, all right, let's see what we could cook up with the options. So I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm about to post this to the development page, and then anybody that wants to see it, you feel me? I'm gonna have it up there for y'all. And then we're actually gonna come back for a futures trading session later today. So that's gonna be like a little bit more practice as well.